resetting that signal.
I'm straight.
By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
Let's
No.
get down on the good news train and
No.
have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
Yeah. What the hell? What the hell are we doing here? Doing morning coffee live at 8:47 p.m. on a Tuesday night? Well, because we run this bitch, and sometimes we want to remind you. And I want you to understand that even though it's morning coffee with Mario, I am not alone in this enterprise. I am joined by a small but motley crew of evildoers. The first one to acknowledge is the one who drives the machines that I designed. The machine that I call mood control. The man who drives it, the one that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. I give it up to you, Victor Allen. Give it up.
What's up,
My
man?
man.
What's up, man?
All right, dude.
Well, let me get the right camera angle. My bad. You know, I was sitting up here tripping. There we go. Because I had a drink in my hand. What's up, you guys? You guys good? Because it's still hot to me. I don't know how you guys are wearing those sweat tops or the coats. I don't know how you do it, man. Y'all good.
Well, we try to look good, and I'm not the only one. See, the other newest addition to the team is the man with the rhyming name. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our cultural nationalist, Compton's finest, Omari Bakari.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm not drinking coffee on the morning show with Mario because it's this evening. And how's everybody doing?
Well,
Good.
They seem like they're doing good.
Good, man.
Okay, you guys, the idea of morning coffee in the evening was to give us a break, also dealing with the heat, also dealing with the schedule. And part of this, let me tell you, part of this that I'm buying into is the whole concept of Omari Bakari as grandpa. What I've become is grandpa's sidekick because Omari Bakari, see, everywhere he goes, we now have a 9-year-old, even up late at this time.
Tagging along.
He's supposed to be doing his homework right now, but so it makes a lot of things easier. You guys are home after work. You know, that was part of Vic's thing, is like capturing you after you got time to get, at the pad, right, Vic?
Yo, man, listen. I've already posted evening broadcast live, my favorite bar night. Because I think people are dealing with traffic, rush, got to get to work, news, oh my God, look what's happening. And just the attention span is a little bit different. Now, that doesn't mean it can't be, but you guys don't get entertained in the morning, do you? What shows y'all watch in the morning? That just entertains you. All right, see, time's up.
Yeah, I don't know what qualifies as morning. I'm usually going to bed about 4 a.m.
morning, huh?
Yeah.
Now you guys get it. That's exactly.
And I kind of keep it quiet in the house during the morning.
Yes. So you in your own cave.
Well, part of the whole journey of this Morning Coffee with Mario show is the journey of these handsome black men as we head further into life.
Yeah.
Now that we've elevated our palates, we're still the most eligible. I mean, take a look. We're some eligible black men. Take a moment just to take a look.
Yeah.
Take a look.
You guys doing runways and
I'm
stuff
saying
like that?
to let them
What's
show
up?
you,
I
Vic,
mean,
but I need some beats.
well, no. Let me tell you something how you
need
guys supposed
some
to do it.
beats.
Let
We
me tell you
won't
how you do it.
We won't be doing any
No,
swirls.
no.
but-
This is what you got to do. If y'all gonna sit back and say, you need to see this head to toe, you can't do no shoulder, lower chest on up. They want to see what you're wearing, the sneakers, the shoes. Hey, you know, you may be barefoot. Okay.
It's been hot enough lately.
Hey,
I can
listen.
show them my socks. I just can't get my leg up that high.
see, now you're killing the whole. See, this is the part where I was
Okay,
trying
I'm
to tell you.
old, damn it.
You
I
know-
got other skills. I told you.
You know, you're supposed to sit
I got
back.
other skills.
See, you're supposed to do this.
Look at this.
This is supposed to do
I got
this.
other skills, baby. I got
You know,
other skills.
Mars will say, I got some real tight pants on, but I can't show the ladies until I
I'm
do the press."
66.
Like mine. I can't show.
Okay, if you're going to get with an older brother, there's some real reasons to do it. And there's some reasons not to do it. If you want some thundering hard penis 24/7 on
There you go.
call,
He killed the evening again.
I'm just saying.
There you go. He's killing it.
Maybe Vic has that. You got that, Omari?
Look at
Look at
Was that a book? Was that the title of a book or something?
look at Omari's
I
look.
told you.
Omari give me a dirty look.
Why did he go there?
I'm just saying. But we have shit to offer, okay? What I'm trying to do is emphasize as part of morning coffee is the eloquence and beauty and the enjoyable time that could be had with someone like Victor, Omari, or myself.
Oh, it would be fun.
All right, well, why would it be fun, Omari?
Beyond the imagination.
Oh, Lord.
Wait a minute.
Vic, you up next.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna respond to. Hey, Leah. You said toes, please. See, you see what I'm saying? You gonna put that out there? They're gonna go like this. Don't be trying to hide and give me one
It's
quarter.
the
what you
truth.
do.
We're single. We all single, and we could all use a good woman. We're all single, and I think I told Vic, in a moment of honesty, I think that we should
That
mention that
That
during the
part.
show. We're all single men, good men, and with a few,
In need of a good
few
woman.
little problems, maybe.
You know what? Boy,
few little-
ew.
We're basically good men. We're worth it, damn it. I'm saying whatever. Oh.
Ooh, I don't know.
All right, let's talk about some of the news today. We got a bunch of news to talk about. Everybody's got news, things happening. And let's start out with the first one. Everybody's been hearing about Tom Brady. Super Bowl winning, Hall of Fame, going to be quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's 45 years of age. Now, as it turns out, he had retired. Then he unretired. His wife, Giselle Bundchen, have you guys seen her? I may be looking up while I'm talking. His wife blew a fuse, okay? His wife blew a fuse.
Over what?
Over the fact that he unretired. He went back to football. Her thing is like, I've been raising the kids, which are now 14 and 9. And she was a supermodel, okay? Giselle Bundchen was a supermodel.
It's kind of fucked up, but some men just don't want to stay at home.
Well, you know, see, this is the part I'm just saying. If he's already Hall of Fame, he already has won the Super Bowl, okay? He's already done all these things. Can you understand where she basically said she put her career, in 2007, she was the 16th richest woman in the entertainment industry and had earned the top spot on Forbes, okay? She was one of the Forbes top earning models list in 2012. And she basically put her career
And she's 5'11".
on this, put her career on hold because she raised the children. So here's the point I raised to everybody here. What is you all's opinion on how long, even if you're driven, is your woman supposed to be there doing that forever?
Yeah, I'm sorry for laughing. Because first of all, let me just say this.
Did
How
you
long
see she's
ago-
5'11"?
Wait. No,
You
she's
still
tall.
back.
She's tall. Now let me just say this. Let me
still-
just ask.
You nasty.
Let me just ask. I know I'm not. See, I'm trying to keep it straight, but maybe we should go back to the morning. I don't know. Whew. Hey, Leah, I would love to comment on all your comments, but I got to hold on. This ship is sinking right now. Okay, check it out. If she exploded, didn't he already say what, 2 months ago, I'm unretiring, I'm coming back. I said, so why is it all of a sudden the news right now as it's just news? It's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Wouldn't she explode right when he says, baby, I'm going to practice. I'm
Well,
unretiring.
she did supposedly explode, and when camp started, and he had to go to camp, like go away, leaving her once again with the kids 24/7.
And all that money.
Right. So that shit hit the fan.
Okay.
Okay, I understand how it works if you ever done it.
A
You
5'11"
leave,
Brazilian with all that money.
and she's like, I gave up my career to be mama. You know, I gave up my career. So I'm just saying, have any of us experienced anything similar?
No way, not for me.
Not for me in this way, but I've had a woman griping. How many of us?
Yeah,
All right.
Oh, Mario, he's been in a wonderful history of relationships, never having a problem, huh? Yeah,
Who,
okay.
Mario?
No, you.
Oh, no.
You haven't had anyone demand your time.
I can't begin to tell you
Right.
about some of my stories.
All right.
But,
All right, don't.
no,
begin.
but I haven't had trust me, I haven't had a 5'11" Brazilian beauty queen
Man, you
who was
still
the
are.
16th wealthiest woman in the
Right.
entertainment industry having a problem with me. I haven't had that experience.
Okay.
And for the most part,
You like. There are those people you take shit off of.
yeah,
There are those people.
Oh, that's a
You
good
just
one.
go, yes, baby.
like I
Yes,
said, unless I just didn't want to come home or be at home,
Right.
I can't understand why anyone would want to just be there with her.
Okay.
That's beyond mine. I
All
don't
right.
know. She might be doing things to him when he's at home.
So, will
I'd
she-
rather go out and let 22 men kick my ass around a 200-yard football field all day than to be home with you on Sunday. I don't understand that either.
Well, here we go. All right. Bunch of stuff going on. COVID, it's really getting to be crazy. Let me tell you this. They have the new bivalent. They call it bivalent because it includes the two most active strains of COVID, okay? But this is what you've been waiting for. This is the vaccine we've been talking about that specifically covers the new variants, okay? So it's here. Here's the problem. Based on the issue we had with everyone else tying into the vaccine before, they want to give it as a yearly vaccine, okay? The problem is the vaccine lasts about 4 months, okay? See, so...
Well, somebody's math isn't right.
So they can't make it. So you can't make it logical. But here's the thing: the medical community has pretty much thrown up their hands at trying to get the public to do vaccines. Okay, in other words, they have to really, really feel the vaccine is necessary because no one wants to go through all that bullshit again.
So, Dr. Hemsley, are you telling us that we're going to have 3 vaccines a year
No,
from now on?
no, they're going to just give up and say, hey, guess when you think it's right. Well, guess whenever you think it's important. Tell you what, do it whatever you think, whenever you want, and we'll be happy. How's that?
Wow.
How's that?
Otherwise, stay extremely healthy because if you get COVID,
I
it
mean,
should kill you.
they're going like this. See, here's the conversation. Well, we can't get them to get vaccinated every 4 months, can we? Well, I don't think so. What do you think, Bob? Well, I don't think you. How about you, Megan? What do you think? Are you kidding me?
That's a lie.
Are you kidding me? We could barely get them to get vaccines if they were falling out in the street and turning into zombies.
That is a lie.
Okay? All right, so this is the problem. How do you protect the public? Okay, I'm just telling you. We just went through this whole thing. We're going to go through the whole hoax thing again. It's okay.
You fucking with Chris too?
Huh?
I got her. I just got Chris's number the other night.
You start... Don't remind the audience of your hoeing.
Dude, no.
Don't remind the
Oh my
audience
God.
of your hoeing.
Oh no. That was. I would love for you guys to explain that, please.
I'm not explaining Omari's
Okay,
hoeing.
you got
His
that number the
hoeing is
other
not
night.
part of the show
Oh,
tonight.
oh my God! He
I'm
said,
trying to show
I
Matt.
got that number the other night.
Okay, let me deal, since we're on vaccines and we're dealing with controversial things, let me raise this other controversial subject for you. The American Academy, who sometimes deals with things, it's usually a little late, but eventually, they're dealing with the issue of what to do when you have a 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old gay male in your family. Now, one thing all 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds think about? Sex! Sex. They think about sex. So if you have a young male who's 15, 16, 17, 18, the issue is being raised today by some of the gay pediatricians, thank God we have them, as to whether or not these young folks should be on HIV prophylaxis. Many of you don't realize there's a pill now that can protect you from HIV. There's a pill. So the question becomes, if you have a 16-year-old that they're gay, should they be on some kind of prophylaxis before they have sex with another person their own age or older males or whatever they're going to do? You now have the real dilemma. First of all, as a pediatrician, we have the dilemma of talking about it. We got to talk about it to the child and to you. See, this is what's a bunch of pediatricians out there ain't ready for this. You can imagine a bunch of them going, "Oh shit, I got to talk to my gay teenage males about HIV prophylaxis and their parents. What if I think they're gay and their parents don't even think they're gay?" Look at Vic. Vic says,
Well, isn't it something that almost does that just? I mean, it seems like all the kids should be taking some shit like that. Not just limited to the gay kids. All the kids are having sex.
there's a legitimate argument for that. That's part of it. They're trying to get the most at risk, but Omari, know that there's a legitimate argument. So what you're saying, a sexually active, okay, this is true.
Yeah, if you're sexually active, you're at risk.
Sexually active, at what point do heterosexual people require HIV prophylaxis?
If they're being promiscuous, if they're young adults, children, they just don't know everything or enough, maybe that type of protection. I don't know, but I don't know that. I don't know how what kind of conversation you would have with your son if that was the question. How would you have that conversation with your son?
Vic?
Listen, let me be honest with you. And my father didn't have a conversation with me when I was 15 or 16 or 17. So to try to answer that question, I'm one of those people who like to hear information, even if it's coming from the 15 or 16-year-olds. I talk. Silence is deadly to me. And then I want to gather data. I want to have other people who are going through the experiences, because I can't speak on this one. Because I'll be just tossing up what I think, but the reality of this is when you're going through, because I know somebody who's talking to me about the situations as it relates to when your parents tend to be kind of disconnected from your activity at 15, 16, because I know, looking at the two brothers in this room, that you guys was wicked at 15 or 16, but you didn't tell nobody.
It was all me and the Hand sisters, Millie and Tilly. I made love to everybody, me and my imagination.
See what I'm saying?
We got the newscast. We had
Right.
all of the
Right.
weather ladies. Blondie. Remember the Brady Bunch sister? Oh, I did her in my dreams all the time.
You know,
Partridge
at
Family.
that
Partridge
age, for me, having a girlfriend was cool if you had one, but I think we were, the guys my age and my peers, we were being a little more competitive, particularly when it came to sports and or music. But
Okay,
so,
but
but
the
I don't know. But I'm
reality
just
is
saying,
the cover.
now kids are a lot.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. The
more
reality
advanced.
is, here's the cover of Pediatric News. Okay,
Right.
Okay, and they mention it at the top. And here's the article. Let's talk about PrEP. PrEP, which is prophylactic HIV treatment. So, like Omari said, if this is available, at what point? Here's what's going to be happening. Like I said, some people are going to go in to talk to the pediatrician. The pediatrician is going to know the child is gay, and the parents either haven't dealt with it or are in denial. And so, as part of the member, because you're a doctor, see, our point of view is, what if my patient's parents don't know they're gay? And I say, well, as the doctor, you're supposed to help them now bridge that gap. See, that's what's happening, and every doctor is not equipped, emotionally, mentally, whatever. But as part of pediatric practice today, we are expected to help young people deal with their emerging sexuality. That's required for us. And I can tell you a bunch of people not ready for it, and that's just one of the topics.
Well, I would think that a doctor, a physician, would have that conversation with any adolescent's parents that they think are actively, having sexual affairs with other kids. Or
Well,
whatever.
what if the child tells you and doesn't want you to tell their parents?
Right.
I mean, this is what
Well,
happens.
does the child get to make a decision on that, or the parent has to make a decision on it?
The child gets to make the decision, especially in California. Once they are dealing, when it comes to their own sexuality,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
and
Well, I
this
would
is a
think-
tough one. Let me tell you, this is a tough one.
Yes, it is.
But for example, in pediatrics in California, when they get to a certain age, we don't want the parents coming in the exam room. It's like you take your 14-year-old to the doctor, and then you wait outside. You wait outside.
Well, I think if it's
definitely
a question
15,
of
16.
If this is something that works, then it should be distributed equitably to all these kids. Or I don't think it should be limited to someone because of their
In terms of
sexual
being
preference.
equitable, I would say I view it basically as a physician too. I don't think the average person in today's world, okay, we would need to have that discussion because once you require a prophylactic medicine, you're already in a very low performance area. I guarantee you it's not even going to ever hit 30%. Okay, so we have to look at that and how much effort we put into it. So in other words, Amari, I'm with you. I'm just saying because of the amount of effort that goes into it, you would want to select a population that you're going after carefully.
So have you guys seen this show called Lamert Park?
I've seen it before.
Well, some young folks on this
Yeah.
show, and everybody's fucking everybody. And the girls
It's
are
like real life then.
yeah. So the girls are strapping up, fucking the dudes, and everybody's fucking everybody. So in this
In
situation,
Lamert Park, right here down from us.
that's the name of the
Yeah,
show
that's the
called
name of the
Lamert
show.
Park.
Yeah.
right, it's happening right down the street from me.
Over the fence. You just gotta look over the fence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm saying,
What's your
and I
point?
saw that shit, I was like, well, damn. So I don't know if they consider themselves gay, or I don't know what they call themselves, but everybody was fucking everybody.
Well,
Now,
it's
all of
everybody.
them need that pill.
See all of them need that. All right, so we're going to come back to this later. Prophylaxis for HIV, who should get it? Who should get it? Now, let's move forward. Online dating, let's just say online looking. I don't know what we're doing, but it's time for confessionals. Why
Confessional.
you laughing? See, the people laughing probably have the most to confess.
Well, he already confessed
Well,
it with Chris.
I said, did you get Chris's number too?
What you talking about? Don't worry about my match. Don't worry about my match. You trying to check my match. I mean, don't worry about it. That's my
You
match.
showed up in my match too.
I'm trying to
That's
show
what I'm
my
saying.
page. I'm trying to show my profile, not, See, that's what I'm trying to
MB
show
from
my match
Seal
profile.
Beach.
So anyway, let's leave on. I want to tell you what's happening with my online update. One thing, Facebook fake dating is full of mostly fake people. All the ones where you don't have to pay you got to be careful of fake people. Now on Match, where you have to pay a monthly fee, it's not fake people. They also don't look as good. So let's get this clear. Fake people look better. That's because they fake. They look better, so when they fine, consider them being fake. If they're too fine, just go, you're fake, you're fine. It's just fantasies. So if you're not fine, if you're a little overweight, thighs rubbing, cute face, that's real. That's got kids, just need some help with them children. If they could just get a little help, just chill with
Just
them
a
dad.
real help.
So I'm just saying, on Match,
And not with their homework.
I wanted to show you I'm on Match. Oh, Mari, remember your friend who came by to look at the house?
Yeah.
What was her name? You know, the event planner.
Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy and I said hi on Match. Let me see if I can.
Tammy says she enjoys it. She loves dating and hanging out and meeting new guys.
Yeah,
That's healthy, isn't it?
Well, Tammy's
she's looking kinda good.
Tammy's healtzy.
she looked kind of good, man. I'm just saying.
Tammy's fine.
She's fine. I don't know. I said, is this business or pleasure? I don't. I told her, I said, I'm gonna tell Amari that you did this. So I don't know. Amari's supposed to be. What do you mean? All right. So the whole thing with online dating, I'm online dating, and I've changed my whole scenario because everybody of a certain time. Now I've had so many fake people, I recognize the fake talk. Oh, I like you. Will you be good for my sister, my cousin, my girlfriend? All of those are fake. If they can't answer a question, when they first reach out to you, ask them where you located. If it takes you 3 times to ask them and they still ain't said, where are you located? They're fake.
Right.
It's fake. Just ask them that question, all of them. I have in my note section of the phone a whole pre-printed thing that I paste in there. Before we get started, let me let you know I'm not going to do any cryptocurrency, no financial collaborations, nothing.
You have to do them like I do Christopher. Tell him, don't make me have to repeat myself. I shouldn't have to ask you this more than once.
You see, he thinks like, thank you, Grandpa.
Let's see what
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
See what kind of response you get when you tell them that.
All right. So, now, next topic. The Queen. Now, before we get started on the Queen, I want you to know this troubled Amari. Trying to figure out how much you can say. We had to counsel him. His minute of black man rage, because no matter what, at our age, we still stuck in the 70s. It's still, we trying to come forward, but we stuck in the 70s. So we always have had a trouble with any royalty. We don't get it. It's like you have been brainwashed into loving the people who oppress you. Now, of those people, I want to say the Queen was probably the most likable. She dealt with Winston Churchill, the racist pig bigot that he was. And she was one of the more likable, but, you can also try to say, well, she was born into this, and how would you deal, blah, blah, blah. But let's face it, these are oppressors. These are people who stole everything. Right now, they're trying to decide whether or not to give back one of the diamonds to India. Okay? So let's not forget who Britain is. The sun never sets on the British Empire. Well, fuck that, okay? Fuck that, okay? What we think of the British Empire. So, in the black community, there's not the same, let's just say, exuberance
Mournful display of
for the Queen.
emotion.
Even though I think as queens go, she was one of the better ones. I mean, Vic, what do you...
Okay, for me, because I always say you have to equip yourself with the history before you respond emotionally to today. Because, there are good people everywhere. And look, I have to look at our own history, as an American, as an African American as well. Anything with colonialism, it's going to be a bad taste because those who reap the benefit up to this point. I think what gets me more is when any power doesn't accept full responsibility of their actions. Now, I'm not going to put it on one person because there's a figurehead and there are people who are visible. But everybody knows it's like our system. You may see the president, but it's the minions all around who wield that power, from corporate investment, personal investment, whatever the case may be. So I'm hesitant to identify, say, like Meghan Markle, because on one hand I'm going, have your freedom and take on that, and you're taking on that wrath. And then you got Harry who's going like, I don't want to continue on in this same philosophy for whatever reason. But then I don't want to turn around and say, can I be in the same room with them and slam his grandmother? I won't do that. So for me, it's the infrastructure I can't stand, and I can't stand it in any power or country that doesn't reckon with its history. And I have the biggest problem with our own, because what we're dealing with right now comes from not the acknowledgement and what has been painful for a lot of us. So by the time we get over there to the British Empire, it is just them loving it for whatever reason. Royalty, 1,000 years. They love it. It's on them. I'm not connected to it in any way whatsoever. But I do know they profit from it heavily.
Omari?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, I am in search of a queen. I'm single. I'm available. I am of a kingly mindset. So if there are any kings, you don't
Is this
have
supposed
to.
to be a takeaway from the Queen commentary?
Yes.
I have, I have nothing to say about the Queen in Britain. I'm looking for a queen.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
did you just do a
On the other side of
sidetrack?
the
He just signed
He
track
did
us.
a
We
two-step.
talking about
It
the
was
Queen,
smooth, man.
and then he's talking about he's trying to get laid. Well, we did encourage him.
That's
Thank you, Omari.
when you called me. What did you tell me?
We
Correct my thinking, adjust my thinking. So I am looking for a queen.
I'm smoking. That's a signal for me to
Wait,
smoke
wait a
weed.
minute. The commercial.
Smoke weed. Yeah,
Man,
it's,
hey,
it's
hey.
time for a commercial.
You know, you remember Chris Rock in The Fifth
it's time
Element?
for a commercial.
Commercial. That man, dude, you smooth.
Man, I don't
That
even know. That was a new subject.
was
Yeah.
smooth, man. I was going
All
like,
right. Before we get to take our music break, here's another section which will probably be worthless in today's broadcast. What are we watching now? For Amari, I want to meet besides Pornhub. What are we watching on TV today? What is the shows that are? Because I'm gonna tell you what the shows that I'm aware of. I watched Prey on Hulu, the new Predator that goes back to the indigenous populations 300 years ago fighting one of the predators. And it was, predictable and corny. But it feels good. They didn't kill the dog, and so you can feel good. The dog gets away, so everybody's cool. So go watch that. Now, also, I'm telling you, Elvis is on Prime. On Prime, that means if you pay for Prime, it's free. It included. Elvis with Tom Hanks starring as the general. Go take a look. Okay, Nope is also on Amazon, but they want you to pay $20 to rent it. You can't even buy it.
wow.
It's not even for sale.
Wow.
All you can do is get $20 to
Wow.
rent Nope. Because I'm going to have a showing the minute it's available to buy. I'll have a food night here.
Oh, good.
Okay, we can all watch Nope.
Thornton, if you're listening, bring some more of that cheese dip you made.
That's right, Thornton. Now, we got, by the way, in the chat room, want to acknowledge PMC. Also, Leah Lochner with the toe thing, girl. Kisses for you.
Oh,
All right. Also on Prime is Samaritan. That's, Sylvester Stallone's. It's predictable, but it's maybe fun. And also what looks to be really fun is The Lost City with Angela Bullock and Channing Tatum.
I saw that.
You did?
It's funny.
See, there you go. He's lightening up, watching white people on the cable.
I am.
Okay. Now, also on Netflix, you have Mo and Thor on Apple TV.
No,
Ptolemy Gray.
wait. Oh, wait, go back to Netflix. There's a show with Queen Latifah and
That's right. What's the name of it?
Ludacris.
End of the Road.
End of the
Yeah.
road.
Thank you.
Yep.
Ginkgo biloba.
It's not one of them. It's not the best story, but Ludacris and Queen Latifah are always at their best when they're in film. So I'll say that.
All right, Vic, what are you watching?
Ooh, man, it's watching me. Believe it or not, man, I'm covering so much of the sports, from whether it's cycling, football, baseball, soccer. Most of the time, that's what I'm looking at. Sorry, I wish I can dive into some of the series stuff. I get to watch a couple of movies of, when Mario brings up and say, hey, look, did you see, the latest? This is how bad it is. The latest Jurassic Park. That's the latest that
I
I've
bought
watched.
that terrible movie.
Man,
That
I just haven't been able to hit stuff, man.
The
Oh
latest version.
God!
It's not what you hope for it to be,
Oh
but,
God!
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a little context.
Yeah,
It's
man.
the future, and now the dinosaurs are everywhere. They just spread everywhere, and they have even little dinosaur nests on top of the high rises. And now there's a movement. Save the dinosaurs. Now that they're here, they have a right to life. Make a place for the dinosaurs. Let's learn to love the dinosaurs. So they got the people who are rescuing the dinosaurs and saving them and moving them to shelter and trying to protect them. Now also,
So what happens to the dogs and the cats?
they don't get eaten by the. And by now the dinosaurs understand. And I learned one thing: if you go like this,
This is crazy. I know.
dinosaurs will
Wait,
stop.
That's that talk.
You could go like this, Mari. Dinosaurs get ready to eat you, but you go.
Yeah. Command. Behave.
And then the dinosaurs, they
What
don't
he's
eat you
saying,
now.
they do this.
In the future, that's
And they
what.
stop.
Yeah, that's what happens. So
It's not.
that kind of.
It's not.
At the end, they bring back the baby dinosaur because they had the other bad people, the bad human people, had taken the bad baby dinosaur from the nice velociraptor mother who responds to the. So he had said, "I'm going to bring your baby back," and at the end, he brings back the baby. He lets the baby go. The baby and the mother run off to eat a wolf or something, and then
You want to go back to the Queen section?
Well,
yeah.
Man.
You want to go back? What section? You got enough of it? All right, let's have a
All right.
video. We're going to come back for Vic's. Vic's got ethos.
Yeah.
Now, when I tell you Vic's got ethos, don't send him money or any creams. Because that's not what ethos is. See, I tell people that Vic had ethos, and they're like, my
excuse
God.
me, he didn't mean to say don't send any money.
They think ethos is contagious.
No, so that's what I wanted to go back. So are people still wearing masks in Jurassic Park? COVID masks?
Why do you ask?
I want to know are we still taking
And
3
how
vaccines?
about this? Why are you asking me? Oh,
Did
you
y'all
want
watch
to
the
know?
movie?
You want to know if in the future they have to wear masks?
Are we still taking these fucking vaccines?
You go first of all. You can take vaccines forever. It's the preventive disease.
Okay.
I don't know about the yearly stuff. You got to be kind to the dinosaurs. They have vaccines for the dinosaurs, and make sure you don't hurt one.
Well, you guys check the text rooms to see if we have any queens checking in.
All I know is
Why
like.
you want the queen? You gonna counsel them about
Yeah.
their sexual gender issues?
I just know that we need to do evening broadcasts more often.
I'm ready to. That's because
I'm serious.
we're black men that y'all can get
I
to
just-
know. Remember that. I'm just saying. You
And
can
we're all
man.
single and available.
you can write us.
Well, they knew that already.
We'll be right back. Here's my latest. Didn't you know?
Seems like only yesterday I could reach and touch the stars, and the love that filled my life was a part of what was ours.
Didn't you know? In today's world, we do the video at the same time we do the song.
The more I hear her voice, the more I like this.
As I play with the mix, right? The more I play with the mix, the more we get it to where, okay, so it's closer now to what I wanted vocally than it's ever been.
Okay.
Omari's been there from when we first downloaded the tracks. Remember, this is all being done at soundbetter.com.
And how many tracks did she send you? Vocal tracks? She sent you a bunch of tracks.
It was 10. Okay, I'll pull it up right now. Soundbetter.com. See, just take a look. Soundbetter.com is where you can go to get mixing, mastering. You know, I really like it. Now, let me tell you what's different. They're not in the room with you. So you got to communicate with them what you want. They give revisions. So you need to, look at who you hiring. And remember, they do offer revisions. Some offer unlimited revisions. I'm just saying, let's take a look at my favorites, okay? My favorites are all here. See, these are the people that I've hired. Mark Prentice did the bass. It smells like Teen Spirit, okay? I had Sakari right there. She's singing the vocals on Sounds Like Teen Spirit. Okay, strings over here, Meredith Moore. Professional. She's played with the London Symphony Orchestra and basically every professional orchestra in New York. Okay, she's doing our string arrangements. So we got a lot going on. We've got a lot going on, a lot of things all over the place. And so you can see we're hiring from Sound Better. We're embracing the experience. And so you get a different outcome. So I just want to make sure you all know about that. And that's how these things have been being laid out. Okay? So
I love it. Can't wait to see the finished project.
yes, neither can I.
Uh-oh. Here's Victor.
Everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Mr. Allen. Ethos.
I would sit back and get into clock management, but I'm gonna give you a break today because this is the evening broadcast, and Amari, you have done such a good job of enlightening me on how spontaneous you can be in transitions with certain subjects.
Yeah, he's a good for old man. Give it up, old black man in the house.
Now, with that being said, I'm just going to tell you what's happening lately because, with Ethos, that's supposed to be about me and what I'm missing.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah, what I'm missing. See, I told Mario this. I said, really, Ethos is not about what I'm doing. It's really what I'm missing. Well, what did I miss lately? I tried my best to miss the heat. And I'm not joking with you. I'm serious. Do you know how many reports I heard of people literally of a young age dying, going hiking at 105, 110? So I'm just letting you guys know.
Yeah, because they stupid hiking when it's 110.
Wait a minute. Yeah, listen. One, our 101 freeway. And I forgot, was it Gaviota? I can't pronounce the parkway or wherever it was. Girlfriend and boyfriend. Late 20s. It's getting hot. He was shirtless.
Lord.
114 degrees. Told her to wait. I'm going to go down here and see if I can find some refreshments, water, whatever. A few hours later, he's dead. That quick. So what did it tell me? Keep my ass in the house.
Yes, sad. It is true, Vic, because I've treated heat stroke as an emergency pediatrician, You know, this is a real thing. People don't realize it. It's not a matter of you being a healthy person.
Yeah.
It's that your core body temperature
That's
just
right.
gets too high.
And it doesn't know where to go.
Right.
And most of us believe we can handle it because we sweat and, you know, your temperature rises and it's cool. But internally, it doesn't have a cool down when it's that hot. And you heard so many stories, and I said, you know, let me do this. I have to find my recipe for dealing with it. So I want to be able to give you guys an idea of what I did as my cool down, and I put it on video. And I want to be able to say, you have to find your own recipe of what to do. And you asked me earlier, he says, Victor, do you get up early in the morning? I said, that doesn't count if you don't go to sleep. So I want to be able to show you in a quick promo what I did when I found my cool during the recent heat wave. So let's just go play the video.
It's early in the morning in Los Angeles. You don't get used to heat. Find a solution. You find a challenge to offset the heat. Ice packs. Oh, yeah. Put on it.
To be cooled or to be cool?
Like I said, it's a. And somebody asked me. He says, "Are you gonna call it booty chill? All right, or whatever." And I said, "I can't do this. I can't do this." But ask me, did it work? It worked.
Did it work?
It worked. It
Just
worked.
put your nuts on ice.
See, there we go.
There we go. Put your nuts.
There we go.
Take your nuts and put them on ice.
See, I was
Chill
waiting.
your nuts and see how you feel.
Let me say this.
At least you won't complain anymore.
Let me just say this. I don't know about you guys, but you know I sweat easily. So what part of this is I sweat all over. There
Yes,
is no
that's why
place
you
for
gotta chill your nuts.
I want to have a follow-up, but I can't. I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
How hot are your nuts right now?
Okay, I'm out. Let's go to the next subject. This is not happening. This is not happening. Okay, man, we got to go back to the morning. All right. Mario asked me something earlier in the last segment. He says, what are you watching? And I didn't want to tell him because it would have gave into the subject for my ethos. So I just said, you know. But I have been watching, but not what you traditionally watch. And I'm asking this question, why they do it. And when I say that, why is it that the former pros in other career endeavors, specifically sports, basketball, football, even rappers, it doesn't matter. Why do they want to box? So before I even get into the subject, let me just ask you this. If all of a sudden we had a cavalcade or this unbelievable rush of former athletes wanting to mix it up, would that grow in popularity? Period.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Even if they were all old, just the fact that they'd be in the ring trying to fuck each other up.
Yes.
And I think it's interesting. I mean, they are competing in a way that's, you know, for the most part, following boxing rules. I like it
Gladiators.
in the same way 3-on-3 basketball, right? Nick Young, former Laker.
Wait, don't, no, that's one of my stories.
Okay.
See, you
well, I'm
can't
just
go
saying,
there. See, I like it. See, I like it because the
This
reason
is
why I was,
Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell right here.
Now wait, now watch this. This was probably what they call the predictable. Did any of you guys watch the fight?
No.
No. Okay, so you got Le'Veon, and everybody knows about AP. Who won and which round? I'll let you guys take a stab at it.
I don't know.
Just,
I didn't see
just
none.
no, just guess. Just
I
by-
know. I heard the results. Adrian got knocked out in the 4th round.
There you go. Right. That.
These are two football players.
Yeah.
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 And they actually had a boxing match.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one knocked the other one out.
Yes.
You
The
are a bright shining star.
you know what? You gotta stop.
I haven't heard or seen anything about this shit.
Okay.
You don't watch TV.
You okay? You know
Was
what?
anybody surprised by that shit?
Wait a minute. Listen. Let me just say this. I've said this that I'm picking these subjects that
Omari
you're
didn't
probably
know
not going to
anything
follow.
about this.
You didn't know, but that's okay because what I'm trying to tell you is,
not okay.
is that it's a form of entertainment that they smell the money and the rush.
So how much did they get paid?
Well, they're not releasing that information because
Hey,
they-
Omari, I bet you because it's wide open, right?
yes, yes,
They control this. That's the one
That-
thing I
they
know. Just
control
like
their-
the 3-on-3 basketball. Who runs
Right.
that?
right,
Isn't that Ice Cube or
right?
somebody?
Yeah, that's Ice Cube. I thought.
right. So let's go see the moment when AP got clocked. You know, just so you could just see it.
you
It's
got
not,
to
it's
sit
not
on
much, but it happens real fast. You know what? Now all of a sudden, most people would have picked Adrian Peterson because he's been touted as being this unbelievable strong cat. But we all know in this business, if you follow it, it's not how hard you hit, it's what you can take.
Yeah, everybody can't take a hit.
You can't take a hit,
Yeah.
man. No, no.
They can't help it. It triggers a neurological thing and they fall out.
And here's the other thing. They're already in a sport where you already are dealing with, you know, CTE. Now they want to jump into something else. So this
I
is,
mean, the goal of the sport is to give the other guy a concussion. You can't have that.
right,
That's the role of boxing, to knock the other guy out.
right.
That's a concussion.
Ken, yes. Which now listen, let me just say this. I really enjoy MMA UFC. I do. I mean, it's there.
They just try to hurt your scrotum, you know.
You know what, stop.
See, protect your
Stop.
scrotum.
Stop. Let me go over here. I have to do this one because this one everybody knows because if you followed it, Nick Young, which Mario was going to allude to already, fought a TikTok, star, Malcolm Minicon. And he was replacing a rapper, Blueface. And that's Blueface right there if you want to check him out, that he was supposed to fight. Now, not a big deal because I don't know too much about their
That's
background.
Blueface?
That's Blueface, man. And he had backed out because he didn't get his license. He's got to get your
He
license
didn't get his
before.
boxing license.
Yes, he got his boxing license, so he's
I
out.
want to see him box.
Now, I want to show you guys Nick Young, and do you let's just go over. Do you recognize Nick Young?
With the blonde hair,
Yeah. You notice anything about Nick Young?
kind of big. Is that his head on somebody else's body?
No, that's Nick Young.
Wow.
Can we see his scrotum?
Yeah, no- Okay, let me just say this. Nick used to sit back and flash the six-pack and everything else. And he's only been out of the league for a few years. This is how he ended up. Now, they said an elbow or a headbutt or a forearm knocked him out of the ring. Does it matter what part of the body hit him to knock him out of the ring?
No.
Should he continue fighting? This is a question. Just a question. Should Nick Young?
Yeah, he should continue fighting. Make some more of this money. I want to see some other people fight. I want to see some women fight.
Why?
Queen
Being-
Latifah versus Tiffany Haddish.
Ooh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I
Whoa.
like both of them.
Oh,
That's
man.
why you should watch them fight.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Queen
But
Latifah versus
somebody
Tiffany
needs to
Haddish.
let Nick know that being a high school basketball coach is an honorable job for an ex-NBA player.
Well, let's send Omari out there to box.
Box,
That's what I'm
let-
saying.
let me just say
you should
this.
go. You should go and take one for the team.
Right.
Oh, hell no.
All right.
What do you mean?
You
You won't
just
box
said-
nobody?
What about
All
good-
they gonna do is hurt
what
your
about
face.
what about good buddies as a doctor? And I just heard him say this is a sport
Right.
that the
I'm
objective
saying-
is to give you a concussion.
That's
I don't
right.
want no fucking concussion.
There you
Well,
go.
then
Not
keep
at this
moving.
point,
Then keep moving.
Well, let me just say this.
Keep moving while you out there.
Let me say this.
If I
Do the-
could,
do the
if I
rope-a-dope.
could move any
Can you
better,
do the
I'd have a
rope-a-dope?
girlfriend. I'd have a woman. If I could move
You
any
gotta do the
faster.
rope a dope.
Let me say something. Would you get in the ring?
Catch a chick coming out the hospital
Let
parking lot.
me ask you this, Mark. If somebody said one round for $10 million with the number one ranked UFC fighter, one round, would you get in the ring for $10 million?
Hell yeah. I get in the ring for 50,000. Shit. And then I will pimp Omari
see,
as
the
the
thing is-
opening card. Omari Bakari can
First
box.
punch, I'm a fall because I'm gonna just lose
Well,
my
what
balance
if-
trying to get out the way.
What if you fight Queen Latifah?
You guys are wrong. This is wrong. I'm just trying. I kept trying to keep it
You
real.
fight Queen Latifah,
I like
Mario went
Queen
50,000.
You can like us, you whip your ass and talk shit.
I like Queen Latifah.
See,
Look.
they'll talk shit.
Did you
What
guys
thing?
see that video with this woman threw this dude across the street?
You
I
know
was
what?
just saying, Queen Latifah.
You know
is
what?
no
Say,
easy
let me
fix.
stop. Let me stop. So we do know there's a price point. Mario, you said 10 million, yes, right?
10,000, shit.
Mario, I wait for Mario to say. You can say no.
We
Nobody
need some
cares.
money.
No,
No 10.
there are better ways to hustle up some money.
You
20
wouldn't do
million.
that for 10,000.
Mario will go for 5G.
I will fight Queen Latifah a minute just because I'll talk shit.
Okay, let me move
I
on.
said, you may be queen, but
All
I'm
right.
king.
All right. Now I'm gonna get to.
I couldn't get. They're better.
I'll talk shit to Queen Latifah.
Let's
They're in
see.
better shape than we are.
Yes, they are.
That's all right.
Yes. All right, let me go to the next one because this one is kind of something that's ongoing. And I don't know if any of us, because we just don't have the mentality and we're not artists, so their thinking is different. And it deals with the Inglewood ethos as it relates to rapper PNB. Rob shot and he dies dining at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Inglewood. And so the question is not as much to me about the background because a week ago he did on when was it, DJ, who was he talking to? I forgot which DJ he was talking to, who says, because he's from Philly, says some LA peeps are out to get me. And then here's a week later and he's gone. So the conversation is going to always be centered around, well, what's percolating that we don't know. But the conversation turned in between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj as it relates to a clash over things that may or may not happen. I'm not going to get into all the weeds. I put it on the page. So if you see the link, I'll send the link out. You can see the conversation through Twitter and the video of PMB while he was talking to a DJ about his feelings. The question I'm really getting into is this. Nikki had a good point. She says, when you are rising and you are really loved, there's always people who are going to hate you. Are we in a different time of hate than it's ever been before? Or is it the same? It just featured different, or is social media? Because the argument they had here was, Nikki says, I believe this and I stand corrected, if it's true or not, having your whereabouts makes you an easy target. And in social media, people have to show their whereabouts. So are we in a different age where you got to be careful of who hates you more? Or is this just kind of one of those things that deals with a certain area in music? It's not bluegrass, it's not jazz, they're not dealing with this. Or is this just the climate of hip hop and rap? What do you guys think?
Well, it sounds to me, on one hand, I think people should be a little more cautious about how they use social media. But on the other hand, it sounds like from what you just revealed,
Right.
that he was aware of something
Yes, he
that
was.
going on here.
Yeah, the problem is they can get you if you're going to be at this party or this event. This is what's happening. So there's different versions of that, but in today's world where we're so much connected, where you're hanging out as a internet influencer, that's part of the game. So where you're hanging out, you're publishing all the time. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to
He's
say.
he's right where I'm at because there's so much love in this industry and it's explosive and these people are becoming their own enterprise and I never want to tell them, especially since I'm not in that frame of mind, I don't want to be a person of an opinion when I'm on the outside. But the love that they get and the point being made that I'm very careful about things I want to say sometimes too because you just never know. I'm going to say this, no offense to people, you never know who didn't take their meds.
Yeah.
You just never know. So you got to be
Yeah.
kind of careful about your visibility because while you're relaxed and you're a good-hearted person and you're trying to do things, you don't know who you're offending. And that was one of the points they made out here, he said, which was a good point. There's always somebody hating you for a different reason that you will never understand unless you're doing something that you're offending people on purpose and you warring with them. But how do you proceed? It's hard to proceed. So this is more of a, this is more of me kind of understanding that this is going to be ongoing, and to know that you are already in fear, but you got to go out. So no matter how many bodies are around you, the bodies can't stop the hate 24/7. So that's my ethos, you guys, and that's Inglewood ethos. I hope you guys, you know, just keep a perspective. Success, love, much love.
Victor Allen's ego.
Wow, it's been a wonderful broadcast indeed. First time at night. We got Omari Bakari with the rhyming name, Victor Allen at the helm. Vic,
Yeah, man.
any special messages you want to say to everybody on the way out?
Man, really, I just want to be able to learn how Omari can transition from important topics to other topics without even having a sidestep. I mean, dude, it's so smooth. I'm going to practice that, bro.
Omari?
I do want to say one thing before we close. Jesse Powell, R&B singer,
Yeah.
musician, died today.
Oh, man.
We lost another real good brother, real talented brother.
Yeah.
So I just want to acknowledge him and his life.
Yeah. And R.I.P. to Ramsey Lewis.
Ramsey Lewis,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, you guys, I know I'm going to be dating myself, but the very first A-track I ever purchased was Ramsey Lewis, Don't It Feel Good?
Wow.
And so for me to sit back and have that moment to record him, I was going, dude, you don't know what that means to me, you know, and to lose him, he's with the angels, man. Notes, music, angels.
Well, thank
80
you
plus
all.
albums.
Yes, well, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a wonderful evening indeed. Glad to have the crew here. And you know, we say, ain't nobody got our DNA. Mario Hemsley, grab my guitar. It's time to play. Can I say, thank you, Vic, running that machine. Thank you, Omari, appreciate it.
Had a ball.
First off, I'm not your regular dude. I bust moves like a young MC. Yeah, sorta, that would be me. Got me thinking about putting down the mic one day. Then I get some more love. Thanks for the love you gotta play. Hey, what can I say? I'm a Leo to the finish, man. I love God, so my faith won't diminish, man. Once I step up to the mic, I speak truth. Hip hop wasn't designed to exploit the black youth, but somewhere along the lines we dropped the ball. Yeah, I mean that man in the mirror, yeah, that ball dude. But now I'm back to right the wrongs of my past world. So let me walk this off my list like my name's Earl. Articulate my thoughts clearly like Professor Les. Do you remember Rap City with Deja and Les? I'm looking at the front door, that's the main source. You're full yet, wait till I hit you with the main course. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I'd rather listen to Tribe or shit alone. You like my raps, but really I write songs. I like to do it like this once in a while to show some versatility and make you all smile. It's been a long time coming, I know, I feel it too. The more I take a break, it's like the more I break through. With my time, the space boy funk, I'm on point. You bless this microphone every time I anoint the pen and the pad. I face the bad head on. Escape inside the music, see my diary's a song and song. Till I write my next verse, then I go again. Into the studio, I feel I gotta flow again. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. They say they get me, I don't think they ever got me. My name's Kowalski, but they call me Kawasaki. Online I'm funds, but in real life I'm more like Chachi or Cola. I told you, I'm funky like granola. Bars, can't you see that I'm a star? Who house is on gas and the cold really fast. As I pass on your gold digging stash, I'd rather make my own money, not advance me loan money. No. I was spitting when you was a kid. You do know what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid. You know what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. So there you go. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA.
Well, all right.
Alexa, begin playlist broadcast transition.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Your playlist, Broadcast Transition, on Amazon Music.
So long, y'all.